One of my favorite weekly magazines is America, a Jesuit magazine, and the editor is Father Matt Malone. And one of the headlines that an article that he'd written says this: "Coronavirus is a storm, but we must keep singing in the rain." And he writes, "The world is an awfully tough place to call home right now. In addition to the economic and public health crises, there is the general desolation that pervades the human discourse. Every time we turn on the television, there is one group of people who believe the world is ending, yelling at another group of people who believe it's just beginning. But both groups of people have something in common. They are joyless. There is a serious joy deficit, both in the church and in the world these days. Some of the most visible Christians, for instance, look as if they hadn't had a joyful thought in 10 years. That's a big problem. For them, certainly, but also because joy is what makes our witness credible, what changes the mode of the giver and the receiver. Joy is what makes our faith attractive, even what makes it intelligible. Without joy, to paraphrase St. Paul, we are just clanging cymbals. To have Easter joy is to live each day in the knowledge that God broke into time and space, broke into our house while we were sleeping, and sprinkled every room with the dust of eternity. Then he rose and left through the front door, which remains open for us to follow. Easter joy gives us the eyes to see those hints of eternity in the here and now, glimpses of hope, if you will. In other words, a heart filled with Easter joy knows that the world is ending and it's also just beginning. Both are happening all around us and within us. Easter joy gives us the faith to stand in our present on the bedrock of the past and face our future, a future of our choosing, yet also chosen for us.